What's up guys, Metaphor here, doing a gameplay commentary with Camille Jungle. Camille is a character who doesn't really get played much anymore, but I've actually been recently picking her up as of this last patch. She's being played in Korea a little bit, so I figured I would give her a shot in unique matchups, specifically. I have been kind of just messing around and picking her whenever, but I think she does really well into, Hecarim, these early game junglers. I think she does fine into Jarvan as well. Rek'Sai is a kind of like a meh matchup, and then the worst matchup for her is Kha'Zix. So if you're playing Camille, there's two champs on each team when you play Camille: Kha'Zix and Jax. Camille, if she ever falls behind Kha'Zix, she literally can't play the game anymore, so I think it's definitely worth banning. For my runes, I'm taking Press the Attack, Triumph, Alacrity, and Coup de Grace. And then I'm also taking Cheap Shot and Relentless Hunter. The reason why I go Domination with Cheap Shot and Relentless Hunter is so I can snowball the game harder with my out of combat movement speed on Relentless Hunter, and Cheap Shot just lets me get some extra damage off, so yeah. So basically the main reason why we're playing Camille this game is because I saw they had a Kassadin. Rengar is also the type of character who needs to farm up in the early game, so if I play Camille, I feel like I can really take over the early game, and that's what I try to do this game. This game is actually a complete stomp. There's nothing really too macro intensive this game, or anything like that, but the only thing that I really wanted to showcase is just how to completely take over a game. So that's what we're gonna do. The only one of the main things I do want to showcase though is if you're ever level 2 ganking, this is a cool trick you can do. So you can see right now that there's vision right here in the river, and there's vision right here in the river. But the thing is this ward right here doesn't actually see this little path right here. So the only way this ward can ever see it is if they put it all the way in the tip, and I think even if they put it in the tip, yeah, I guess it's mimicked, so you would actually be able to see. But people usually don't put it in the tip like that. But typically if you're in a level 2 gank, you can actually just walk through here, and you want to make sure you're hugging the wall right here. Like, watch how I path. See how I intentionally come in on this angle so there's no way that sees me? And then I hug the wall super tight. Hug the wall tight around this corner too, and there's no way he can see me. Another really good tactic that you can use with Press the Attack Camille is, you'll notice how I didn't wait for my true damage on my Q. What I actually did there was I just activated it twice really fast. First I eat onto him, and then I auto-attacked, and then I Q, and then ideally QQ, because you instantly proc your Press the Attack. And this is something I learned from watching some Korean VODs, is that in the early game on Camille, they weren't really using the true damage, or they weren't really using the true damage part of her Q because it does so little damage, but they were actually valuing just proccing your Press the Attack faster because it helps your laner do more damage in the gank. So you'll notice right there, I just rifled my 2 Qs off and I instantly got my Press the Attack off, so that guy got exploded. This guy has no sum, so I just loop around. I mean, this is pretty standard Camille. Again, I proc my Press the Attack, boom, Ezreal does more damage. Super easy stuff. So this game, I just did red into bottom crab. The reason why I did that is because if he went red into Krugs into crab, I would deny that. Also, this lane was scrapping early on, so I wanted to make sure I was here for that. Also, Camille's red Krugs is pretty bad, and Camille's red birds is pretty bad as well, so yeah. I should have helped shove Ezreal's lane in right here because he actually has to recall. And this wave's actually going to freeze if I don't, so I made a mistake of running away here. But I ended up making up for my mistake, and I was like, Morgana died way earlier in the play, so I'm going to go for a cheese on her. I know she has no flash, and I know I do a ton of damage right now, so there's pretty much no way I can ever die here. I ping my Ezreal that I'm going to go for the play here. That time I waited for my true damage just because I knew I could. There was nothing to lose by me using my true damage Q there. It's not like Ezreal was hitting her earlier, so it was fine. Also, if I was ever going to get hit by the Q, then I would have just reactivated my Q anyway, and the damage would have went through, so it's basically a win-win scenario. I hold my Q and I get my true damage off, or I just use it normally and it's fine, so that's what we tried to do. And then I basically just try to do the exact same thing to this guy. We have Thresh, and Thresh can tank with his Aftershock, so I really want to go for another dive here. The way she hugs the lane, it's actually hard for me to get in, but Thresh hits like a god hook, so she just gets destroyed. I missed my E, which sucks, but whatever. 1-for-1 isn't bad. She misses a ton of XP. And at this point, the lane's pretty much over for her. I'm Giga fed. I made a mistake this game. Buying team mat was actually a mistake. If you're playing this aggressively in the game, you actually don't want team mat, because farming my camps at this point is pretty useless. Their Kassadin doesn't have flash, and their bot lane has no summoners. If I just basically buy warrior enchantment and I just go between lanes over and over again and diving them off cooldown, they basically lose the game here, but this is something I made a mistake on, and I only recommend buying team mat in slow games, so this would be not a good game for it. This wave is pushing into my Fizz right now, which is something that, you know, as I'm pathing towards mid lane, I always check, as I'm pathing into my jungle, I always check the lanes that I'm nearby. So I'm nearby mid right now, so I'm looking at mid. You can tell right now that since we only have one caster and this lane has 3, that it's actually going to slow push out to Fizz. I already know I'm a bit behind in XP, so I don't actually mind just sitting here for a couple seconds if I have to, waiting for the lane to shove, then get a free gank on the no flash Kassadin. And the reason why I'm sweeping right now is because I assume since I spent so much time bot side that Rengar actually countered my top side here, and he did, so I just want to make sure I wasn't on a ward or something. Also, I got a little bit of usage right there, so there's no ward over this wall. Oh, I put a pink ward down just to make sure. I get pretty lucky that Morgana was starting to gank here, but like, just look at that damage, man. Like, that's some intense damage. Fizz doesn't even have any items, and I mean, he had electrocute there, which is a ton of damage, but like, this is mainly me. Like, this is mainly our damage here. Well, he hit his electrocute, but yeah. We still fucking do so much damage there. We proc our press attack super early in the play, and the guy completely gets one shot. So this game, I honestly don't really care too much about my top laner. I'm really content with just playing towards my bot and my mid, because I know I can just keep killing them non-stop. This guy's level 2. So that's what I do. If I were to replay this game again though, I definitely wouldn't go team mat. Like I said before, I'd just build straight in a warrior, because it's more of a snowballing build. The team mat's better if you're going to be farming a lot, but if you're playing Camille, you don't want to be farming a lot, so I actually don't really like the team mat build, to be honest. It feels nice when you get it, but I feel like in general you're just weaker with it. Right now, the bot lane's also shoving into my team, and this is pink warded, so I know I can come in for a gank. I know if I just sit here and wait, since my team is holding a really good freeze, their support or their AD are going to walk right in and get a ward down, or they're going to try to clear. So I don't really mind pathing here. I'm kind of just doing whatever right now. This guy still doesn't have flash, so I'm also open to a gank here. Come from behind him in fog. Literally nothing he can do. He just dies again. Super, super easy stuff. The way my bot lane's holding their wave right now is just, again, super, super easy for me to gank. They just saw me gank mid, so they don't think I'm bot. I'm here again. Let's just rewatch this real quick. Oh, you can't see the W particle when you're spectating. Interesting. I think here we should threaten the dive. So I probably want to shove this in. I either want to do mountain here or I want to dive. So let's see what we do. This is a nice wave, so we definitely want to take it away from her. There's some wards here which me and Thresh can take out if we try. If Rengar jumps on me, I just eat him and he dies to Thresh hook, so he definitely doesn't want to jump on me. And this is fine. So we pressure him off the turret. You know, I don't really have to do anything huge here. Rengar thinks I'm invading. I'm wasting his time. I get a nice early reset in. Rengar's just chilling, bringing his Morgana, bringing his Kaisa. But I'm not even there, man. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? So these guys are getting psychologically manipulated right now. My top laner is running for his fucking life, but we don't really care because we are completely stomping. their mid, their bot, and their jungler. Oh, I think I've been sitting in a weird way and my neck fucking hurts. But, yeah, guys, I mean, typically, I've just been playing a ton of Camille lately. I think she's, like, super fun, and, like, games like this, like, you know, like I said before in previous videos, I'm gonna be going to Korea in less than a month. I'm going on the 21st of next month. I'm trying to, you know, practice my, again, I hug this wall in case this is warded, it doesn't see me. I'm trying to practice early game gameplay, because in Korea, it's mainly about that early game, right? So, I'm trying to practice being a really aggressive player. Because one of my biggest weaknesses as a player is probably my early game jungling, so I figure, you know, if I play Camille, force myself out of my comfort zone, and really try my hardest to just do well in the early game, then I can potentially prepare myself a little bit and just get better at the game. So that's what we're trying to do. And right now, this account's 770 LP Challenger. I think I'm rank 11 or rank 12. So this is a pretty high rank account, pretty high ranking game. Like, this game's no joke, and I mean, I am kind of practicing a champion on it, which is pretty troll if you ask me, but I just felt like this was a really good game for Camille because I had to cast it and I knew I could gank him for free. Look at this damage. So gross, dude. Literally just solo killed him. Like, this champ is so insane, actually. The reason why she stopped getting played so much is because she actually got a nerf to her E, so her E doesn't stun jungle monsters, but the thing is you're not really farming your camps anyway on this character, so it actually doesn't feel that bad, if I'm going to be honest. Like, when I initially saw the changes, I was like, damn, she's pretty much out of the game for jungle, but people started playing her again in Korea, and I think she has some good matchups right now, so yeah, we've been playing her a bit. Look at that damage here. Like, what is this? I know I'm fat out of my mind right now, so, like, I understand that, but, like, look at this damage, man. Like, Jesus Christ, man. And then I BM'd him, too. Typically, you don't want to be soloing dragons as Camille, but it's 10 minutes in and I have Teamhat and Warrior, so what are you gonna do, right? My Gromp wasn't up either, and I didn't want to walk all the way over to my wolves. So even though my blue buff just spawned, you can see that I'm still trying to be proactive on the map. Auto attack teammate. Easy fucking peasy, boys. Like, this is something, like this shit's working in high challenger. Just imagine playing this stuff in lower rank too. And don't get me wrong, Camille's like a really hard champ to play perfectly, like mechanically. But what I'm doing in this game doesn't require mechanics. It requires matchup abuse. Like, they have a casted in mid, so I'm abusing that. And it requires, like, just general game knowledge, you know? Like, understanding how waves are pushing, what lanes I need to be visiting, etc, etc. Taking unique jungle gank patterns, and just, in general, just abusing the enemy team. What am I doing here? Oh, I think I saw a regular bot side. The starting our bot side, so I went for the blue. Oh, I fucking smurfed on that one. But even though Camille's one of the harder champs to play mechanically, like, you guys can take this into your games, you know, even if you're, you know, diamond, platinum, gold, silver. I don't really recommend playing Camille in lower ranks. I think playing someone like Jarvan's a bit more effective, where you can start fights and stuff like that, but if you want to spice it up and you want to really challenge yourself while also having insane early game impact, if they pick like weak laners, easily ganked laners, then Camille's definitely a good pick. I also think she's good in the Hecarim, just because of the fact that he doesn't take flash, and you are just so incredibly strong in the early game. I think she's actually really good in the Hecarim, and I've been stomping some challenger players with it, so it's kind of been my secret counter pick to Hecarim, and I don't think I've lost a single Hecarim game. Actually, I think I lost one time to it, and that's just because it was my teammate's fault, so you already know. So yeah, like I said, there isn't really much to go over in this game in general. I kind of just want to showcase this new jungler and basically show you guys that, you know, even though champ gets nerfed, you know, there's still, the characters are still playable sometimes, and just because the champ is nerfed doesn't mean you can't play it. I definitely think there's still a place for Camille in the meta, and I think in general she's still a really strong character. Let's take a look at this again. Look at his HP. I don't even hit him with my E. Hit him with a W mid E. Auto attack, team at auto attack. He just dies, man. Like, what are they supposed to do? They're just getting one shot. I guess he could have flashed. He had flash out, but I guess he's angry as fuck. I wonder if I take Herald here. I actually really hate taking Herald post 14 minutes, which is probably why I didn't take it there. Taking Herald post 14 minutes is like one of my biggest pet peeves, honestly. I actually wanted this guy to R flash me here. My passive was up, so I was going to auto attack him and not die, and he would have got really tilted. I don't know if there's really anything else in this game that's super entertaining, but yeah, I mean, this is probably going to be it. I just really wanted to show you guys the early game on this character, and I really wanted you guys to understand that, like I said before, just because a champ gets nerfed doesn't mean you can't play it. Try to figure out something that works for you guys. You know, you don't always have to follow what everyone else is doing, and I understand I'm making a video showcasing like a jungler, but you know, if you guys like playing, who's a jungler that just got nerfed recently? Who's a jungler got nerfed? Who's a jungler got nerfed? I mean, you could even say like Kha'Zix, right? Like Kha'Zix has gotten nerfed a few times, but you'll understand that like the people who enjoy Kha'Zix will still play Kha'Zix, right? Like if something works for you guys, you should just play it. You shouldn't really worry too much about what, you know, what other people are playing. You shouldn't be looking for like what's the easiest thing to climb with. But Camille, like I said, this is just kind of a video that shows you can play whatever you want. Every champ in the league has their strengths and their weaknesses, so make sure you abuse that. Try to use the champ select in your favor. If you want to play Camille jungle, try to organize like a character swap in the champ select. Be like, hey, can I pick your mid laner? Can I pick your top laner? And then you kind of let the champ select play through. You know, if they pick a weak early game champion, a weak early game jungler, like a Moo or something, boom, Camille. If they cast in mid, boom, Camille. You know, melee mids that are going to scrap early game top laners who are going to scrap, that's a good Camille game. You just hard camp that one lane over and over and over again, and you just spam dive. Just going to see if there's anything else worth watching in this game. Also, since I am going... Okay, we're going to pretend like that didn't just happen. Since I am going to Korea in less than a month, I'm actually not going to be doing much more coaching. I currently have a couple more people that I'm coaching before I leave. But don't expect any coaching videos while I'm in Korea, that's for sure. I'm going to be uploading content when I'm in Korea. And, what was I going to say? Oh, I'm probably only going to be coaching for like another week or so, and then I'm going to be done before Korea, so. And then after Korea, I mean, who knows? Stuff might be really different when I come back from Korea. I might not even speak English anymore. I'm going there for over 2 months, guys, so it's going to be really chill being there. And this pretty much wraps up the game. I really hope you guys enjoy the quick little commentary. I apologize for not uploading a ton lately. You know, for the last couple of days, I've kind of just like not really been playing too much League, haven't been feeling it that much lately. But I really do appreciate the support. Appreciate the support that I got on the Fiddlesticks video. That character is awesome, dude. I love Fiddlesticks so much. Again, just like I said with Camille and the Kha'Zix, you know, these characters get nerfed. They're not in the meta. If you like them, man, just fucking play them, right? Fiddlesticks jungle sucks ass. It really does. But you know what, man? If you like Fiddle, go ahead and give him a shot. Go ahead, play him. Go ahead, be a one trick. You know, don't let these OPGG tier lists and shit, you know, tell you what to play. Play what you enjoy playing, because you know what's going to happen, guys, is if you just sit here and you play champs that everyone tells you to play, then you're going to get burnt out real quick. But you can have a lot more fun with the game if you're playing someone that you actually enjoy playing. Losses won't be as damaging to your mental, and in general it'll be more fun to just do what you're actually wanting to do. So I really like, I'll recommend champs here and there, guys, but if from the bottom of my heart, I genuinely believe you guys should just be playing what you want to play. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support lately. I'm still streaming every day. Again, I haven't been playing too much lately, but I've still been streaming every day. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy Camille. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Again, I know this is kind of a weird video, but hopefully you guys enjoy it nonetheless. So yeah, take it easy, guys. Peace.